First things first, like this story and subscribe to my channel. Because what you're about to hear will make you rethink every shortcut you've ever considered in life. The real lesson is this: your character is your greatest asset. Trust me, you won't want to miss how this story ends. The cost of ambition. The dust of the Hammertown wind settled over the compound, a fine, red film on the vibrant colors of life. For Nkechi, the dust felt like a metaphor for her dreams. She was a brilliant student, a star in her classes, but her academic journey ended abruptly at the age of 16. Her father, a wealthy cocoa merchant, stood firm in his decision. "A girl does not need high school," he declared, his voice final. "She will only go to her husband's house. A man's money is for his sons. You, Nkechi, are a woman, and your wealth is in your character." It was a truth she had heard all her life. The money that flowed through the family, enough to pay for a dozen educations, was reserved for her two brothers. While they were sent to expensive private schools, Nkechi was confined to the home, her days filled with chores. The injustice was a bitter seed planted in her heart. She was not poor, but she was neglected, her mind and spirit left to wither while her brothers flourished on her father's dime. One night, the tears she tried to hide from her mother were found. Her mother, a woman of quiet strength, looked at her with knowing eyes. "Do not let the pain kill your spirit," she whispered. Without telling her husband, she gave Nkechi a small bag of her own savings. Go to your aunts in the city. Tell her I sent you. Do not look back." Eo left with a mixture of grief and hope. Her aunt, a kind but struggling woman, welcomed her. To ease the burden, Nkechi began her long road to survival. The city was a beast of steel and concrete, a cacophony of sound and movement that swallowed the weak. She would leave her aunt's house before dawn, her bones still aching from the previous day's toil. A large bowl of iced water, heavy and precarious, was balanced on her head. She would walk the crowded, noisy streets of the city, her voice hoarse from shouting pure water to every passing car and pedestrian. She learned to dodge fast-moving traffic, to read the faces of customers, and to endure the searing sun that baked the asphalt. Some days, she would be cheated out of her small earnings; other days, the bowl would fall, and all her effort would spill onto the dusty street. She would return to her aunts, her body aching and her spirit weary, but her small earnings were a testament to her struggle. She later started frying and hawking buns, waking up in the dead of the night to prepare the dough. The heat from the oil would sting her eyes, but she persevered, knowing that every bun sold was a step towards a better future. She learned to mix the ingredients with practiced ease, to fry them to a perfect golden brown, and to balance the heavy tray on her head. The streets were unforgiving, a battle for every inch of space, but Nkechi fought on with quiet dignity. Her resilience caught the attention of a madam who ran a small office. Impressed by Nkechi's consistent hard work and her quiet dignity, she offered her a job as a cleaner. It was a meager salary, but it was a step up, a chance to walk indoors and away from the sun's scorching heat. Her life was still hard, but her determination never wavered. She would clean the offices, but she would also spend her breaks reading discarded newspapers and magazines, absorbing every bit of information she could. One day, a respectable and kind-hearted businessman, Mr. Emeka, noticed her. He saw not just a cleaner, but a young woman with a sharp mind and an insatiable hunger for knowledge. He saw her reading a worn textbook on business management late at night, and he saw the way she handled difficult situations with grace. He was a kind man, a widower who admired her spirit. He paid for her to enroll in a local college. Years passed, And he was there for her every step of the way, admiring her qualities and her drive. Their relationship blossomed into love, and they married. He was her greatest champion. With her degree in hand, she rose quickly in the ranks of a major corporation. Her intelligence and relentless work ethic could not be denied. She became a manager, then a director, and finally, the managing director of the company. The little girl who was denied a high school education was now a millionaire, a testament to her unyielding spirit. If you are still with me, please like this story and subscribe to my channel. Because what happens next will shock you, and it's the part of the story that many people wish they could erase from history. Life, however, has a way of bringing things full circle. Her father's health failed. He was a shadow of the powerful man he once was, crippled by illness and unable to care for himself. The money he had invested in his sons was all gone. Her brothers, indulged and spoiled, had squandered their education and their inheritance. They were broke, living aimless lives far from home. Her father was alone. Nkechi received the news through a distant relative. She felt the old, familiar ache of betrayal. She remembered the fire in her father's eyes when he denied her, the pain of being told she was worthless. But she also remembered the resilience her mother had taught her, the kindness of her husband, and the dignity she had earned through her own hard work. She went to him. When she arrived, she saw a broken man, a hollow shell of his former self. He looked at her, his eyes clouded by sickness, and for a moment, the past seemed to melt away. She did not remind him of his past actions. She did not seek revenge. Instead, she quietly arranged for his medical care, a team of nurses, and a comfortable home. She paid for everything, ensuring her father had the best care in his final years. Her brothers, hearing of her generosity, came begging for a piece of her wealth, but she simply shook their heads. They had made their own beds. Nkechi often speaks to young girls in her country about her story. Her voice, now full of wisdom, carries a powerful message. My father refused to pay for my education, she says, but he could not refuse to pay for my character. It was my integrity, my resolve, and my hard work that built me up, not his money. Do not let anyone tell you your dreams are small because you are a woman. Do not seek revenge on those who wronged you, for your success is the greatest revenge of all. Use your pain as fuel for your ambition. Be kind to those who help you, but be firm in your own purpose. In the end, your character will be your legacy. If you have stayed with me until now, then you know this isn't just a story, it's a warning for the younger generation. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like this story and subscribe to my channel to share this lesson with others. Trust me, the next story will shake you even more.